Burke, the chairman of the Bill Thomson charity. The first time I met Amalee was actually on the beach in front of my house. Through my oldest son Josh and my youngest son Jacob, we got involved with this charity called the Share the Stoke Foundation, which comes into an island or a country, and they seek out boards, brand new surf boards and surf equipment, and they seek out kids that are in need or deserve one of these boards. So we were their vehicle of finding these kids that deserve these boards. And Ken Mears called me up and told me that he had this kid, Amalee Mears, that he wanted to bring, which is family, and come. And that's the first time I met Amalee, when we were giving away those boards. And that was in front of my house when he was, I'm going to say, when he was about 11 or 12 years old. Then I used to see him out in the water surfing and a few other places in passing. And of course then with the paddle out, after his passing a year ago today, May 1st, 2020, I got to know Mel a little bit more, and his mum Annette. And about 2 or 3 months ago, I was actually on a surf tour, and I passed down through here to go surfing, and I saw Mel, and I went to Mel, and I was going like, why has nothing been done for Amalee? Why don't we have a monument for him? I mean, he was a very inspirational kid, and I think it's important that we bring this to the attention of the kids coming up today, and in particular the general public, of how inspirational he was. And he said, well, we just never really got anything done. And I said, well, how would you like if we did one through the Bill Thomson charity? And he was absolutely. So I went home and spoke to my wife, Sonia, and she's who conceptualized this bench. She said, well, why don't we do a memorial bench? It would be lovely right down in there in Tent Bay. And she designed it. And then I approached Damian Brooker at Joe Brooker Builders, and he agreed to build it. And I went to Sir Friend Tyler and Ferez and another guy, Rich, and I told them what we had, we were thinking of doing, and we would try. I was not even asking them for any funding. I was just speaking to them about it, and Tyler was like, of course, leave it with me, Burke. Those exact words, leave it with me, Burke. I'm going to get the funding for it, and we got it rolling. And as I mentioned in the little presentation earlier, these things don't happen alone. It's not just me. It's a whole team of us that get together and make these things happen. The coral blocks were donated by Graham Manning at Coral Block. The granite was donated by Neil Burke at Tile Gallery and Antillian Marble and Granite. The whole Tomo team played a role in making it happen. In particular, as I mentioned, also that we did this poem and as a gift to the Mears family. Never even knew we could write poems. I really like it. I hope other people do. And just everyone played a role in making this bench happen.
We got a call from Burke in connection with building the construction of the memorial bench. We instantly got together with two of our guys, Don Dickinson and Alexander Joseph, and they quickly got all the materials that were donated through Ready Mix and Coral Block, and we mobilized here and started construction, and we actually managed to do the full construction on site in one day. And it's just an honor to be able to come and do it, so that the Mears family can have a beautiful, beautiful scenery that they can come and reflect on their loss. And we're just happy that we can assist in any way.
My name is Tyler Warren, and I'm a diplomat here in Barbados. Anybody who's ever set foot on the island of Barbados, you can't help but notice the warmth and the beauty of the people and the location. And to be a part of the community here, the surf community on Barbados, is truly one of the greatest honors of my life. When I was approached by Mr. Alan Burke and the Thomson Association, it was an absolute honor to be able to participate in this process. And as I stand out here today and you see the physical beauty of where we are and the wonderful way which we've honored Amalee's life, it is truly striking, but also it showcases the warmth of the Bajan people, and the community exists here, which truly makes Barbados a unique and wonderful place. So again, it was an honor for me to participate, and as I think about the fact that I've been able to be a part of this process and give to something that will sit here and serve as a part of this community, be recognized by people passing through here, it is something that will give me honor for the rest of my life. So it's been a great joy of mine, and I'm thankful for it.
My name is Paul Marshall. I am a pastor, a surfer, and a businessman. This project, I found out about it about 2 to 3 weeks ago while I was doing a walk here on the East Coast. And my wife and I came across this beautiful, incredible structure that was built in memory of Amalee. And then I found out who it was actually for, that it was for Amalee. And Alan Burke of the Bill Thomson Association, he contacted me and he asked me if I would be willing to come and say a prayer of blessing. And I could not think of a more honorable, privileged thing to do. As someone who grew up here in Bathsheba, surfing and spending time with the Mearses, it is an incredible honor. And we just wish the family well. To have a memorial like this is significant. It gives us a point to refer to Amalee, to remember him, as we do with the cross with Christ. And we have a cross that we always refer to Christ through. So I think it is very appropriate that if our Lord had a memory, it is only fitting that Amalee would have something for him as well. And yeah, just a lovely occasion.
I'm really thrilled to have been given the opportunity to be part of this wonderful memoriam to Amalee. I am obviously still saddened by his passing. He was a trumpeter in our school band, and when I say he cannot be replaced, that is not a cliche. That is actually a fact. Very recently, the school received 24 new instruments to bolster our orchestra. And immediately the thought of Amalee came to mind, because on the occasion before, where we received instruments, it was Amalee who tested those instruments. So I will say to you that his loss is still being very keenly felt, but I think that what has happened today has given us an occasion where we can smile a little more than we would have been able to a year ago. So on behalf of his teachers, his colleagues still at Allen School, I want to say that I am happy that the community will be able to sit and reminisce and think of not only Amalee but life in general. And I think that this is a wonderful gesture, and I am therefore very happy to have been part of it.
My name is Chelsea Ann. I'm Amalee sister. Today will be his 1-year anniversary. Amalee was more than just a brother to me. He was my best friend. Even though we used to be at it like normal brother and sister, we had our happy moments, and I still miss him dearly. It was just me and Amalee. Like, we met fun at Mommy. Even though when Amalee wants something, he'd be like, sis. He'd come kissing me up, hugging me up in my bedroom. I just know when he wanted something. He was loving, helpful always. I could have come to Amalee for anything. Since the passing of my brother, for me and the family, it has been a rough time, but we try to be strong for each other, especially for our mommy. We try to spend more time together. It's just the memories that keep us going.
I'm Amalee's uncle, Antonio Dunks, right, Annette's brother. The truth is, from a youngster, Amalee used to be around me, right? Whenever I down in the same area here fishing and thing, Amalee would come down, he might ride his bike, you know, and he would shout uncle. Then he might even go back home for his rods, and he would come down and spend some time with me, you know. I even take him fishing on a boat a time back, had fun. Yeah, I really miss him, that's the truth. But I just keep holding on to the memory and the good times that we had together. My fondest memory of Amalee was a fun one. It was a time we went by mom to collect my daughter because she's just a little younger than him, and Amalee he was young, and this voice, you know, he would say, "What you doing out here?" You know, my memory of him is that kind of zest, that kind of way he used to speak. You know, he was a good boy.
My name is Okar Bibi, and I know Amalee through his mom. I've known Amalee since he was a baby. One of the most recent memory of Amalee I had was when we celebrated his father's birthday, and seeing Amalee with his boat going out into the sea and taking the boat up to bring it back up here, because we were in St. James celebrating the birthday and bringing it back down. It just reminded me of how much Amalee loved the sea and how talented Amalee was. Amalee was jack of all trades. I would always remember Annette sharing some story of Amalee, something that he's making, something he's building, a new hobby. It was always something with Amalee. And this year has been very, very hard. Looking at his mom every day at work and seeing how much it hurts her, and I just want at this time to let her know that I continue to be here for her, love her, and always cherish all the memories that we had over the years of Amalee.
I'm Antonella Andrews. I was a colleague of Annette. I would have met Amalee when he was a baby. I know Amalee was an amazing young man from a child. He loved the sea, his love for fishing. One thing that he would have taught us is, in his 16 years of living, he would have accepted life and cherished every moment of life that he would have lived. He would teach us that for those of us who are still living, to make the best of life and do what we love, do what we are passionate about. I know it's a difficult time for his parents, difficult time losing a child. Today, being here, seeing the sea, remind me of, you know, how much he loved the sea, and to know that this memory here with the bench and everything, I know how much his parents will appreciate this, that they can come and be here, sit here, and people will come and sit here and remember him.
My name is Tanisha, and I'm a very good friend of Annette. We have worked many years together, and of course I would have known Amalee since he was a little boy, and today is obviously very hard for me and for my friends and colleagues. A year ago today we got that fateful call, and it was pretty devastating. You know, it's hard to imagine someone like Amalee gone so young. You know, reflecting on his life and what I know of him, he lived his life passionately, and you know, a lot of us, we don't take these things into consideration, but that has been very impactful on the way I live my life, seeing the way he lived his life, full of passion and joy for the things that he does. And I'm grateful that I'm here today to support Annette and her family through this trying time. I know it's been tough, but we leave everything in God's hands.
So you are Amalee.